It's time for the news. Don't go anywhere. What is up, YouTube and all my fish keeping friends? How's it going out there in fish tank land? This is Joseph Hardin from JH Aquatics, and of course today, it's time for the news. This is Joseph Hardin with JH Aquatics. You're watching #FISHFAM News. It seems things have been a little quiet in the fish keeping niche this week. In top stories this week, a lot of people are going on vacation. Rachel O'Leary was on vacation for 7 days this past week. She decided to not have anyone feed her fish while she was gone, with the thinking that if she did, people would probably overfeed them. Everything turned out to be fine. There wasn't any losses, and she did give us a little bit of a fish room update. Michael of Michael's Fish Room was also on vacation this past week. He was gone for 9 days in Japan. He had his son feed his fish while he was gone every other day, which didn't seem to be a problem, but he did have one loss while he was gone. He also shared with us a little bit of a fish room update. Real Fish Talk number 48 this past week was probably the best and most educational episode so far. Gary Lang graced us with his presence. He shared with us his knowledge and experience with rainbow fish. The stream was an hour early so that Gary Lang could make it to another speaking engagement in Seattle. The Fish Nerd is back. He had a little bit of a sabbatical from YouTube over the last couple of months, but he is back and as strong as ever. He gives us a fish room tour and gets us caught up on what's going on with his aquariums. David Betancourt's Aquariums is back as well. We haven't heard from him in a while. He did a late night live stream earlier this week. A lot of cool FISHFAM people showed up to that stream. Unfortunately, I was fast asleep. In salty news this week, Aaron of Aaron's Aquariums takes us along with him to his LFS, where he ran into a few YouTube stars. George of Coralfish 12G and Sean of Fitzmardell. Aaron did manage to get an interview with the both of them. There was definitely a little goofing off going on. Prolific Breed shares with us his new green bubble tip anemone. He just received this anemone and he was really excited about it. He gave us a tour of his frag tank and explained all the different kinds he has. Dramatic Aquatics finally finished his car aquarium. He filled it up all the way to the top with water without blowing out the windows. I was definitely a little nervous the whole time. In the end, he added a few fake plants, air stone, and a light. Definitely an interesting setup. Tank Tested shares with us some beautiful footage of Shrimp Contest USA. He shows all of the entries to the shrimp contest while explaining the basics of shrimp keeping and show quality shrimp breeding. At the end, he reveals the winners of the contest. Master Aquatics released another entertaining compilation video, this time on bad fish keeper images and posts he found on Reddit. Some of this stuff is really sad and other stuff was really hilarious. You gotta check it out. Lucas Bretz of Bretz Aquatics is celebrating his birthday this week. Happy birthday to you. And River Life is celebrating 100 videos on YouTube. He celebrates by creating a montage of awesome moments with friends, viewers, and subscribers. This was definitely a pleasant and heartwarming video to watch. And in personal news this week, I have sent Jimmy of Swisky Vision a $550 down payment on his Sony a6500. That was pretty much most of my paycheck for the week. But most of you might know that Priscilla of Priscilla MK Art was very sweet and created a GoFundMe account for me to collect the funds for the rest of the purchase of the camera. It was a 10-day campaign, and I believe today is the last day of the campaign. I'll go ahead and put a link to that GoFundMe in the description below. Besides that, don't forget about my 2 Teespring campaigns, one of which is my #FISHFAM News t-shirt. And remember, Patreon is my only real funding for my channel. I'll leave a link for that in the description also. Please keep in mind there's links to all of the content I've spoken about today in the description below. I want to thank you guys so much again for watching the #FISHFAM News. I'm Joseph Hardin from JH Aquatics. Have a good week. I want to thank you guys so very much for watching the #FISHFAM News today. Remember, there are links to everything you've seen in the news today in the description below. I also have a link for my Patreon account as well as that GoFundMe account for the camera. And remember guys, keep your tanks clean, your fish fed, and have fun.